Reggie, interestingly enough, each game in this series has been decided by 13 points or more.
And also, too, by the first quarter. Whoever has won the first quarter has gone on to win the game. I know it's a 48-minute game, and most of the unpredictable things happen in the fourth, but setting the tone early means something.
He has been a wonderful addition to the team, and they got him in February, a wide-open triple. And the first points on the board for the Heat.
Miscommunication there between Holiday and Antetokounmpo. That should have been a switch with Jimmy Butler and Kevin Love in that pick and roll.
Butler has it right here with a 15-footer over Holiday.
We'll talk about on fire, right? How good has Jimmy Butler been in this series, but in particular in the first quarter.
A screen by Love, a drive by Jimmy Butler. He'll cleave it in.
Not only the drive, but the finish over Giannis.
Here's a long shot, and a three by Butler.
Man, he has been absolutely fantastic in these playoffs, especially in the first quarter. 7 of the 13 for Butler.
Butler is there, but so is Giannis. He'll curl around and put it in. 9 for Jimmy Butler.
Well, the question for Miami throughout this game, who's going to come along for the ride offensively with Jimmy Butler?
In stride is Butler. Puts on the brakes at a 14-footer. Jimmy Butler is automatic. 11 points. He's hit 4 consecutive shots. At the line, he cannot miss. 6 of 6. Butler in game 1 had 14 in the first quarter. In game 2, he had 13 in the first quarter. Quick outlet, Butler triangles, and he was held as he drove, and a whistle and a foul on the Bucks.
Now, is that a take foul?
Because it was a T, and Reggie called it correctly. The take, it's Jimmy Butler at the free throw line. Reggie, the Heat are the first number 8 seed to have a lead in a series through at least 3 games. Picked up Butler, 3, good! Jimmy Butler's a machine!
17 of the 23 for Butler here in this first quarter.
Butler around angles, up and down! Up and down! How did he pull that out of his bag of tricks?
Jimmy Butler is absolutely having his way with the Bucks in this first quarter. About ready to have 20 of the 26 points for the Heat in this first quarter.
Butler. He is having a first quarter for the ages. 22 points for Jimmy Butler. Butler off balance, down, foul to the line. The collision with Pat Connaughton. Now here they are in a position against the team with the best record in the NBA to building upon their series lead.
Supposed to tell us that we kind of been in playoff mode for about 6 weeks. And again, it was a perfect storm with guys getting healthy.
Butler 2 in the second, 22 in the first, and laces one through right there.
And it's really the only guy that can defend him with a high probability is Drew Holiday. It looked like Allen picked him up in transition.
Good defender is Holiday, faking his body. Gets it up and in. As he was thrashing away with the defensive-minded Holiday. Across the lane, it's Butler, and Lopez right on him. With a whistle, counted foul. They looked at it. It was a 3 by Chris. And so the lead and the point total for Milwaukee is up to 71. That was the extra point. Shot clock at 7. Drew is there. Shot off the side of the backboard. Foul called on Holiday as Jimmy Butler hits the deck.
He just lives for competition, and he said basically anything that has meaning. It could be a 5-hour game of Uno, and he is going to be full out competition mode.
At the free throw line is Jimmy Butler. So they took a point away from Milwaukee, or adjusted it, because they had originally given a 3 to Middleton. It was a 2. Coaching him into the play here in the third, Jimmy Butler. Mid-range shot, 35 for Butler. His second 35-point game in this series.
And I think Milwaukee is to the point where they'll concede the points to Butler, but they're holding everyone else.
Butler with 35. Sizing him up, begins the acceleration, and gets on the doorstep for 2 more, 37. Lowry to Butler, and Butler pulls up over Holiday. 39 for Jimmy Butler. Shot clock at 9. Middleton with Butler driving right into it.
at the look right there by Jimmy Butler. It doesn't matter who's guarding him tonight. He's been able to have his way. What a night. What a night, partner.
It's loose. The lead. Jimmy Butler.
And Giannis was trying to call timeout, but Kyle Lowry and his intensity and defense created another turnover.
They'll take it in. Out to Martin. Fakes it. Now fires. Got it. It's a three for the lead. Caleb Martin.
How big has Martin been here in this fourth quarter? Butler's got to go quick.
Butler does. Sets up over Holiday. He got a hand on the cocked right shooting arm. Holiday picks up the foul. And they'll send Butler to the stripe. There are few players that are playing at the level that Butler has played in these playoffs.
At the top of everyone's list.
To tie.
And clutch on top of that, right?
2 ties, 4 lead changes, 46 points for Jimmy Butler. Sets up a three. Good!
Why not? Why not, Jimmy Butler?
Butler's got 49 points. Butler. Long shot. Good!
Jimmy Butler has done it again. We talked about the big first half. He had 24 points, 22 in the first quarter alone. But when the Heat needed him the most, he has absolutely delivered. Very reminiscent of Dwayne Wade in this building.
Lowry stole the ball. Jimmy Butler the other way. Fouled. But this is an 8 against a 1. And Butler's got 52. It's been as great a playoff performance as we have seen individually by Butler. And it's 53 and counting. Ahead to Butler. Foul by Allen.
That's the hands I want the ball in. There's that.
Trailing 2 games to 1 to the 8th seed. Butler's put in 20 points in an explosive fourth quarter. What a shot by Lopez. Butler, Lowry 8.4 in a 4-point game. Five-point game. Antetokounmpo lost the ball. It's loose. Miami's going to win it. Miami has won it and goes up 3 games to 1. And the number 1 seed is on the brink of elimination. And Jimmy Butler, a historic 56-point performance in this game 4.